What if I told you there's one simple rule that could have made the 2008 crash just another mild recession? That could have deflated the dot-com bubble before it popped. That might have even softened the Great Depression. Sounds like a fantasy, right? But it's not. The rule is real. It's called the reserve requirement, and it's hiding in plain sight, forgotten, ignored, or quietly dismantled. But here's the kicker. It's so simple, you'll wonder why we ever got rid of it in the first place. So how does the system really work? Most people think banks keep your money safe, but they don't. Your deposit becomes their rocket fuel. They lend it out, sometimes 10 times over without even asking you. That's called fractional reserve banking. Here's what that really means. By loaning out the same money over and over again, banks create a kind of money illusion, or phantom liquidity, where people think there's more cash in the system than actually exists. But that extra money only exists as numbers written in the bank's books, not as real cash. It works as long as people trust the bank. But if too many people pull out their money at once, the bank collapses, and all that virtual book money disappears with it. That's how we got the Great Depression. In the 1920s, easy credit fueled a massive boom. But once the panic hit, the illusion shattered, and so did the economy. So why do we keep letting this happen? Now imagine this. For every $1 they have in their books, banks must keep 25 cents in the vault. That's it. It's called a 25% reserve requirement, or in short, not a ban, not a chokehold, just a healthy break. Without going into too much math, here's how it works. For every dollar a bank holds in actual reserves, it can create up to 1 divided by RR, minus $1 in loans. So if the RR is 10%, that means for every real dollar, the bank can lend out 9 virtual dollars, money that didn't exist before. But if the RR is 25%, then the bank can only create 3 extra dollars. That's a big difference in how much the system can inflate. Basically, the RR is the limit for how much credit can be in the system. Don't we all drive better with speed limits? This one tweak would slow down dangerous lending. Why should the economy run on fumes instead of fuel? Kill bubbles before they explode. And best of all, it makes the entire system more honest. And it's not just an economic number, it's biological common sense. Just like 25% body fat, which is a reasonable average though it varies between individuals, keeps a body strong and ready for shocks, not too thin, not too bloated. 25% or gives the economy the reserves it needs to survive the unexpected. It also means less waste. Instead of funding the next metaverse flop, banks would support things that actually matter. Today, the Fed even pays banks to keep reserves, like giving someone a prize for putting on a seatbelt. But banking, and our economy, aren't supposed to be so complicated. After every crash, the Fed adds more red tape, more regulation, more complex tools. And yet the crashes keep coming. Think about it. What's worse, not winning $1 million in the lottery, or losing $1,000 of your hard-earned savings? Better safe than sorry. So why don't we do it? We've had over a century of booms and busts. Lost homes, lost savings, whole generations buried under debt, while the same institutions profit either way. Because the system is addicted. Politicians want sugar highs, bankers want leverage, regulators want quiet careers, and the public. And when someone tries to fix it, they're told it's anti-growth, anti-freedom. Some states tried removing speed limits. Crashes spiked. People died. They brought them back. Maybe speed limits restrict our freedom, but they save lives. So why not put limits on banks too? Let's be clear. A 25% RR won't make the world perfect. We'll still have bubbles, malinvestments, zombie companies, and yes, some banking regulations. But it will make those problems smaller, simpler, and more manageable, without needing to rebuild the system every 10 years. Isn't that the kind of grown-up reform we actually need? Now here's the twist. Some of the greatest financial thinkers, from Milton Friedman to Irving Fisher, believed that stability beats speed over the long run. Sure, tighter rules might slow down reckless booms, but they also protect you from devastating busts. And every crash comes with a cost: lost jobs, lost trust, lost time. What if those busts never happened? What if the money wasted on bailouts and bankruptcies went to bridges, broadband, or better energy grids? So maybe a 25% reserve requirement wouldn't just protect the economy. What if it actually made it stronger? Let's not forget what we're dealing with: massive debt, crumbling infrastructure, bubbles, zombie firms, inflation, and more. The total global credit to GDP is over 300%. Is it supposed to be that way? And this isn't just a theory. Studies by the IMF and BIS confirm it. Higher reserve requirements reduce systemic risk, stabilize credit, and improve long-term outcomes. Even Milton Friedman supported the idea of 100% reserve banking. This isn't fringe. It's common sense, backed by research. This one rule won't fix everything, but it could fix 80%, with almost no pain. So how do we fix it? Gradually raise the reserve requirement to 25% through legislation. It's doable, even within the next 10 years. Talk to your congressman, spread this message, or do whatever you can to make it happen. Because if we don't demand it, no one will. Fix the money, fix the system, fix the future. We deserve a system built to last, not a house of cards. This is our chance to make it real. Subscribe, share, and next time someone says the economy is too complicated to fix, ask them, what if it's not? And remember, complacency will kill us all.